Well, here we have the TOGUARD F2 Big Eye Dashcam. My first venture into looking at dashcams, so this is an adventure for both of us, hopefully. But let's see what else you get in the box. Suction cup mount with a ball and socket on it. I guess that's fairly standard. 12-volt power cable. Of course, as with most dashcams, it fires up once you power up. You've got to make sure that your cigarette lighter actually does come on when you power up. Some cigarette lighters are on all the time. A USB cable, a little card from TOGUARD with an email address offering support, which is nice to see. And you've got the manual. Let's take a closer look. We've got a 170-degree wide-angle lens on the front here. Little LED light, speaker, microphone. On this end, you've got menu, the scrolling up and down buttons for the menu, and mode. On this end, you've got an OK button, which is shutter as well, power button, and the microcard slot. On the top here, you've got the USB charging and data retrieving socket, a reset button, HDMI out and AV out, and on the back, you've got a 2.7-inch screen. On the top, of course, you've got the shoe for mounting the camera to the suction cup. Right, let's turn it on. Couple of seconds press of the power button and you can see quite a nice little screen, wide angle. It's got the recording time on it there of how much time is on the card. I've got a 32 gig card in. State of the battery tells me there's a card in, time and the date, exposure value, and I'm in video mode, wide dynamic range, and the mic is on. If I give a short press of the mode button, I'm in camera mode. Another short press, I'm in playback mode. Another short press, I'm back in video mode. Now, of course, if you plug this into a USB power source in a car, it will come on straight away. There is obviously a built-in battery. You need to charge it when you first get it. There's a little light that glows red when you first get it, and it's charging, and it goes out pretty quickly once it's charged. Press the menu button and I can scroll through and change various things. Resolution, it will do 1080 at 30, 720 and so on. Might as well stick with 1080. Loop recording, you can change it from 3 minutes to 5 minutes to off. Wide dynamic range, exposure value, motion detection, record audio. It's got a G sensor for use when it's in parking mode and crash sensing mode. Date stamp on or off, parking monitor, which I just mentioned. It will tell you if you're drifting out of lane if you've got that switched on, and it will warn you of a front collision if you've got that switched on. So press menu again. I'm in a different settings menu where I can set the date time, set the car number, set the auto power off time, beep sound on or off, change language, TV mode, frequency, backlight, lamp setting, which is to do with that little LED. I'm still not quite sure what that's for. Format the card, default setting, and firmware version. Press menu again. I'm out of that. So, just in case that wasn't clear, if I want to change a setting, let's say loop recording, scroll down to loop recording, press OK, and I can scroll it up and down, whatever, say 3 minutes, press OK, and now it's set at 3 minutes. Press menu again a couple of times and I'm back out of it, and you can see the symbol there is showing 3 minutes. I mounted it in my car and took a few clips just to see how good the resolution was. First thing I'd mention is it's got a plenty of lead here to go from the cigarette lighter socket round up over the sun visor to the camera. The idea is you could leave this plugged in and when you start your engine the camera will start automatically. Well, my cigarette lighter socket is powered up all the time, but it's no big deal really to just plug it in when you're about to drive. Or if you were really keen, you could actually get this hardwired into your electrics somewhere and fed round by the side of the windscreen so that it was just permanently installed. But no big deal anyway, just plug in and away you go. And as far as a wide angle lens goes, of course you want as much information as you can, but it does make things look further away than you really are. But you'll see in my video test, I've zoomed in on a couple of frames of car number plates to see whether or not you'd be able to read them, and it looks very good to me. In fact, all in all, the resolution was very good. You can actually use this as a little video camera if you want, if it's not plugged in, but as I mentioned, I don't think you could expect a huge amount of battery life, because it's basically just for use when it's being used in parking mode, which is basically a kind of standby mode. If you're taking video, you're using quite a bit more out of the battery. On to my little test clips and see what you think. Right, this is about a metre away from the car in front. You can probably just about see his number plate. Red. car that is. Well, the TOGUARD F2 Big Eye Dashcam dashboard cam does the job. My first venture into looking at dashcams, and I think this is not a bad little camera. Incidentally, the F2 in the name refers to the aperture, and that's probably why they call it a big eye. Nice easy operation with the menu and the control buttons. The cigarette lighter feed to the USB was more than long enough. Menu was pretty clear. I managed to get the camera working with this, no problems. I think the alarms in it, forward collision and so on, and lane wandering thingy, are probably better suited to people that do intercity cruising. Because in my busy town driving around my tourist town, the alarm was on all the time pretty much. I did find that the shoe was a bit of a tight fit to this, but I guess you don't really want it falling off, do you? But all in all, yeah, good little dash camera and good price. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll catch you soon.